What's up guys, Raymond here, also known as Rayvision, and check it out this week, well actually not this week, today we are going to be playing some Forza Horizon 2. Now this is going to be this week's drift build, and today, well, we're going to be doing the Ford Bronco, the 1975 one. Now this was requested by one of you guys in the comments, so as usual before I get started, just want to remind you guys, please leave your drift build suggestions in the comments below, because without those suggestions, well, I'm kind of lost on what I should build, and last week there was like 2 or 3 suggestions, so I chose this one because I felt like having fun. Now this Bronco, first of all, has 1,070 something horsepower, which is a freaking lot. This thing's a beast, and it just keeps going. I love it. Or sorry, 1,041. Maybe I was off my calculation. It has a lot of power, over 1,000. And at the place of lowering the suspension, right now it's lowered. In the tune, I elevated the suspension. Why? Because I felt like having fun. And surprisingly, this thing drifts really well. It doesn't tip. It doesn't feel tippy at all. Sometimes it feels bouncy on turns, you know, on the exit. And probably if you take it off-roading, it'll be really bouncy because the suspension is really high and really stiff. So any drifting you try and do off-road, it will end up really bouncy. Then also, if you look at the rims, they're quite large. So that might have an effect. But the Bronco itself drifts really well. It's actually pretty good at doing 360 entries. I tried to do a few of them. Not my best, but definitely not my worst, because I've already tried to do some really horrible 360 entries before that have not worked out at all. So this thing I find is just such a cool thing to drift. So right here you see me, 15 inches of ground clearance. That is how high that suspension is, which is pretty darn high if you ask me. It's over a foot. And as usual, if you want to download this drift build, just go and look up Ray Drift or follow me as a creator on Forza. And with that in mind, look at this thing go. Now right here, I'm just doing some first gear donuts. Here's the thing, being able to do a donut is an acquired skill around those plants. But an interesting fact is, depending on which car you have, it can be really easy or really difficult. And this car makes it so easy to make those donuts happen. You just literally, you play with the first gear a bit and it will just go around there. It will not spin out. You won't have any of those issues that you often have with other cars. Another thing, because these are street compound tires, you can have massive entries with this thing. Like, you'll see the brake line ahead. The brake line's not lit, but if you hit the e-brake way before the brake line, you'll still need to hit the brakes a bit to adjust your entry literally half the time. This thing can do some pretty massive entries, and for that, I find it is pretty fun to do. You literally pull the e-brake a half hour before you get to the turn, and you're like, oh, gas. As usual, I'm driving clutch because why the hell not? I like clutch. Look at this thing. It's such a smooth drifter, and it's so high up. You see right there, it's bouncing a bit on the exit of the turn. But that's a minor detail. It's still really stable in the turns. I could have lowered the suspension, but I felt like having some fun. And you know what? My fun works out because it still drifts super well. And so, in my book, this thing's a success. It's not my favorite drift car. It's because I already have 2 of those. It's not my least favorite drift car. It's a fun drift car. If I want to go drifting and I want to have some fun with everyone, this is the car I'm going to take, because I can drift well and it's not too difficult, but also it kind of looks ridiculous because the suspension is really elevated, and it's just a fun car. It's a Bronco. Come on. You got to be hyped up for the Bronco. I love it. Look at it. It's so cool. It's even written on the back on the spare tire. Oh, it's such a cool little car. Well, actually, it's not that little when you think of it, but you know, it has a Jeep feel to it, or a Range Rover feel, but it's not the same thing. It's a little bit of its own. Right there, you see me hitting the e-brake way before the turn, trying to go for an entry and cocking up quite slightly, massively, just largely cocking up. That's okay. Now right here, we're gonna have a little bit of our attempt at a 360 entry right there. So right there, some idiot, because I crash into everyone when I drift. Here we go. Floor out the 3rd gear, shift down the 2nd, come into the turn. Now, I forgot to get on the gas right away, but for me, this wasn't half bad, because I don't spend that much time actually trying to do 360 entries. Probably the more I practice them, the more ridiculously good I'd be at them, because I see some videos online, people are just amazing. But this one, look at this one. That is right on the money. That was perfect. At least in my opinion, it was pretty darn close to perfect. I'm like, oh yes! I can't believe I pulled that off, because let's face it, I have no skill in Forza whatsoever. So right here you see me, and I think I may have slightly messed up that one. I went a little bit too far into the turn. That's a minor detail. Right here, I don't know why this turn is easier to pull off a 360, but for some reason, got to get the LaFerrari out of the way, and here we go. Boom! And on the muddy again. It's the gas. I stalled the car a bit with the stuff. But as usual, I want to thank you all for watching. Leave your comments below. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time.